This week at Carl's Custom Cars, Carl is looking at the rocker panel on the Buick Special and getting some advice as to how best get the problem fixed.
This is my friend Randy Thompson. He's painting body. I got him over here today to give me some advice on the car. We had an issue last time in the rocker panel. We had a hole in this area here that we pointed out. This was the hole that was there. This car somewhere in its lifetime had been bent, damaged, had a wreck. It's bent here, and it's bent there. It looks like the damage before didn't get addressed correctly. We knew there was a hole here with Bondo in it. As you can see, someone just filled the hole up with Bondo, which is an incorrect way to do this. So I brought Randy over today to look at this issue with me, see what the correct repair is for it, to get his advice on it. Randy, what do you think about this area here that's been in? Because it's got rust here and here, you think I should cut this out and replace it, or should we pull it and try to repair it?
Well, what we could do is just pull this out and repair it, but then you're still going to have this issue back behind here.
Right.
So my recommendation would be to take it out here, cut it here, cut it here, take it along the bottom. Of course, we need to knock this back up and get this square where it needs to be.
Get it back where it belongs.
Take it back into this seam right here.
Right.
And then we can weld right along the top here. That way we got new. Plus, when we have this off, we can address some of this rust here with some 415.
Chemically treat it?
That's what I would do. We can further work into this and fix this back here because we don't have the chancer. So what happens when we get rust off in these rockers so bad is these older cars, the way they were designed, they were really thick metal, but you've got holes in here where they have to have so that they can weld. Well, they don't weld these holes back up. They put a plug in them. And so moisture gets in there and it travels down there and it gets held inside there.
So it stays wet.
It to rust from the back side because there's no protection. You know, technology's come a long ways now. They put wax and stuff up in the rockers with a wand, and of course back then they didn't do that. And the metal was so much thicker, they thought, well, it'll last. You know, it'll last for a long time, which obviously it's lasted for a long time.
Right. This looks like to me the car was wrecked. It was damaged in this area because it's been in 3 places, and at the time it probably it did not get addressed. The paint got scratched off during the damage, and the rust started after that, and it deteriorated from there. And someone tried to repair it with body filler, and that's a no-no.
Yeah, once it starts on the back side, it's kind of like, we refer to it as cancer. It kind of just starting eating through the back side. So we don't want to put a Band-Aid on it. We want to cut it out and replace it.
Repair it correctly,
yeah.
Which is what should have been done before. We're going to cut the rocker panel from here to here, take this whole piece out. Now this is radiused also, so I'll take a piece of sheet metal, probably take it back in the radius or find a round tube or bottle or something and radius a new piece of sheet metal.
You can bend it to kind of get that contour.
And
if we put a flat piece in there, to get the shape, we're going to have to fill it with body filler, and we don't want to do that.
Okay, we also need to stay with the same thickness of metal.
Yeah, I would go with 18 or 16 gauge metal.
Okay, we should have plenty of that around here to do that. Awesome, well, that'll get that part fixed. There's also an area on the other corner of the car where we took the rubber plugs out of the rocker panels and looked down inside of them from each side, and the other side of the car in the back has got a little area also where they push Bondo through a rust hole, but those are pretty small.
Right, these old cars, that's pretty common.
Yeah.
So it's not a major issue. We can repair it.
I'll cut that area out also and repair it. That's the only damage in the car. The rest of the body panels, we can see behind everything. This is the only area of the car that's hidden where you can't see behind it. And we did find a surprise there. It's going to slow us down a little bit, but hey, it's an old car.
With the problem diagnosed and a plan set in place, work on the car can now continue. Be sure to watch what happens next week, only here on Double Clutch.